Okay, first game of the day, folks. And, yeah, first game of the day, and let's see how it goes. I gotta get myself a coffee, because I just rolled out of bed to turn the stream on to get,
A bit problematic, you are onto a rel. Wait, hiding a couple people. Bot side, oh my days, they flash on him. YCX is just gone. We said it might be problematic that the cleanser was gone. There's the flash as well as Savior. Down for the count, a double kill to leave. Maybe should have shoved the other way there. Brings himself, brings Doomby. Brings his W in the range as well, so ends up just taking a big chunk there. Bot side. Bot lane's fighting out rather. Savior gonna have to cleanse, has that one back. Charged arrow comes on through, chunk Savior very low. Hail of arrows, the slow. YCX body blocking mount up from Niket. And another kill towards this bot lane. 3-0 now, leave. Oh. Yeah, he's off the races. One of our very best. Too much more then. Hello, Akashi. Good to see you. Oh, crash down. XQW now in danger. The Incinerate comes on down. Cyclone also onto XQW. Nimbus strike over. Nicely played from NIP. Fourth kill and Dragons being started. Don't think we're seeing any contests, so story time to continue. But Nayo and Niket were the jungle support from Top Esports Challenger, their LDL Academy squad. And they were the best jungle support in the league, basically, particularly from ahead. They were very, very, very dominant. It was Jachi who was the AD carry at the time, and that kind of combination of a very dominant bot lane with a very aggressive skirmishing jungler was pretty deadly. W though might be experiencing some of that though as the jungle support alongside Doomby. Try to go for the kill, can't quite do it. Doomby locked onto the turret. Arrow from Leave though makes it a 1-for-1. Chains of corruption after YCX flashes, but it's just a double to Leave. TP behind, Sassy now coming. They've spotted him out. Public execution lands on top of Niket. Trying to now jump onto Leave. He throws down the piercing arrow. Climber coming on over. Won't find all that much. So the TP potentially a very good combination there in mid jungle. Niket, who's rejoining his jungler, who had a bit more success of late. Actually did have a pretty good rest of the year, relatively speaking. Makes for a potentially quite exciting pseudo-rookie duo. QW brings the Weaver's Wall across to try and deny the Herald shove immediately. And welcome, Nymara.
hello.
How are you feeling?
I've been doing battle with audio delay on TikTok because sync is a thing, and we might need to see how synchronized this team fight is.
Oh, tower is gone. Chains of Corrupt has landed, and YCX is dead. Doomby gets to run away. Curtains are called, though, and that might mean the Ket is in danger. Nayo, front stepping here, has got the clone to deny a lot of it. Does get hit Doomby. Again, our Dark Lord of the mid lane has got his one ring to work with. Dragon spawning. NIP going to teleport into mid lane, of course, with the plays they made in mid lane. A little later to reset and get out on the map, but they'll have bought a lot of gold. Doomby flashes on him for the double stun and flashes away, but Climber also gets out alive. Down to half HP. Niket crashing down. Magnet Storm. Y6 in danger. Leave flashes over the wall to secure the jungler. Throws out some hails of arrow. Doomby disintegrates the Nautilus. XQW's on vision. Another piercing arrow, and Leave could do no wrong.
Where he can pick something up in the side lanes while NIP are just destroying the mid lane. NIP will get themselves a second dragon. They'll get themselves this side lane out of turret, which we said they hadn't gotten just yet. And NIP
Can's being started. Sassy is here, potentially looking to come in and play this. Curtains are called, but again, these bullets are tickling right now. And this fourth shot misses anyway.
But the Atacon isn't tickling, it is shredding. This might be the comeback fight for LGD if they can find a good enough engage.
Nayo still there looking for the Cyclone to YCX. Sassy backside of Doomby will go down. Big moment. You said the shred was problematic. It is indeed. Going to the backline. Solo kill goes all out to XQW. Atacon secured. Nayo dead as well. At least solo kill picks up Talia, but they will lose 4.
Well, I don't want to say I called it, but
You did kind of tell us so.
But this is the problem with tanking Atacon. And
Wow.
They were so far ahead. Tank the objective, which shreds their resists, and it all goes to hell. NIP, they've just completely thrown the game off of that. This was a done game. They've lost the Atacon now. All of those Spirit Petals have gone to LGD. It gives a ton of shutdown and kill gold over to LGD. And NIP, where they were so confidently ahead before, very far behind. Well, very far behind where they were now. Sassy will take a side lane out of gold. Is still in favor of NIP, but you do have players like Sassy now and working towards a Death Stance, his third item. If he hits the Death Stance, that's a bad bad thing for NIP. This Ambassador just showed exactly what they can do in a solo dive against one of the carries. If they manage to catch someone out isolated, they will die.
DMB should get this turret. Be that. There's still soul point available for a minute and a half. Definitely tricky. Blade of the Rune King, Terminus, and the Rage Blade all done. Significant third item completion there. Dragon now started. Nayo pulling back away, looking to potentially turn around for the fight. Solo kill being the bouncer so far. Mid lane, LGD, Savior shoving that one up. Weaver's Wall coming on and looking to split people off. Curtain's also called Sail kill. Now on the other side, but gets the footwork over the Weaver's Wall. Dragon down to 3k HP could become a bit of a smite fight. Trying to keep people zoned away. Niket goes forward. Dragon's secured by Nayo. What about the turnaround? The public execution goes wide. Leave. Free firing at the back end of it all. Nayo gets to come on out, but flashes back in with the Cyclone. Warrior Trickster keeps him alive. It's a much better fight from NIP.
The Ambassador ult misses onto the Varus, and Leave gets the free hit. Can LGD do it without the Atacon? No, not this time. NIP will get themselves their third dragon, and a huge fight in a 4 for none.
In Onivia's chat, NIP greater than Genji. You can't deny it, can you? What incredible plays. The moves. This is it. LPL coming back to the top of it all.
Baron gonna be the prize for NIP as they swept that fight. Now recovering the game. Maybe the Atacon was just that one blip on the radar of them. When there's a ghost on someone as well, Leave using his flash now as other summoner to get out safely in mid lane.
Chains of Corruption traded back there as YCX went looking, but now without that down, they can turn it around as DMB helps Unleash and leaves the one who's secured. Public execution in the backline, but there's still a lock on top of the Sassy's immediately rooted. Doesn't get any value right now, and he's just dead. It's a triple to Leave. Another stun. They can make sure it's a quadra to Leave.
4 people down, Savior alive. There is still a Penta on the cards if they can chase down the Jhin. He might have to try and wave clear with his ultimate, but I'm sure NIP will body block it, but at least NIP will get an inhibitor.
They're team 1 and 5 right now for the Varus. The Deadly Flourish comes on through. He's opening up the curtains. Do NIP want to hunt for the Penta? The timer is ticking. They might just want to end it. They don't want to have too many theatrics. Savior under the turret. They are interested in Nexus turrets right now. Not quite Glory. Respawns to come on through. YCX now going to try and do his best to body block for his AD carry. Solo kill will pathmaker forwards. Niket magnet storms as NIP claim game 1. But if he goes too deep here, I fear for the value of the tidal wave. Braum shield, I believe, will interrupt tidal wave. Slight early leads and certainly early shove bot side. Heal popped. LICX steps on forwards. Can't quite get the autos he's looking for until a little bit later. There's the stun on to Leave. Climber coming on over. Remember, Savior has no flash. Needs to be very wary of using the flat poorly. Piercing Darkness comes on through, and it's just too easy. They overstep trying to get the kill onto Leave. They had Climber lose 1, maybe 2 minions there. Dragon should now be secured by NIP. It'll be so... Rub's taken. NIP doing a lot of work. SQW doing his best. Driven into the wall. Impale on 3 is nice, but there's no damage. And Nayo's going to go down. Now Niket split off as well. Where does the fish run? Got a blast code on the flash. Should be able to get out to safety, I think, here. But a nice stun there. Slow. QW. Gonna pull back there. Again, little green frog. That's what his name means. Very adorable. Gets the last embrace. Leave. Try to get the ward into Piercing Darkness combo. Can't quite do it. But now a little bit of a fight in the jungle. Now you're potentially danger. Gets a drive forwards. Subjugate, but there's the pillar. Climber now in an awkward spot. Over they go! Trying to get the kill onto Climber and does so. The burn is there into the Impale, and YCX goes down after. Solo kill ulting on in. As rebinding the soul goes XQW. Needs to Q3 over the wall, but a solo kill will flash. Extell impact through the wall. Just about surviving. Dawning Shadow doesn't get... Dragon should now be secured. But yes, NIP picked him up partway through this year. And Shanji was playing not so great. Gave him another chance after a poor showing on the main team of EDG. And actually did very well in spring, relatively speaking. Despite NIP struggling, solo kill was not the problem. Play Shanji partway through, and NIP's recovery kind of coincided, at least in part, with that change. And a bit more history on that one. Now you're looking to drive them forward. YCX and Climber are around, though, so need to be a little bit careful here. If Climber puts down a good pillar, could maybe put Nayo into a difficult position. Throw down the boulder, weirding over the wall. Glacier Fisher comes on down. Fate sealed. Nayo, I think, is just dead. Nice work there, TP behind. Niket may now be in danger. Has got a tidal wave. Maybe has to burn it. Electro Harpoon lands. The ults together, LGD, it's scary. If you're forced to kind of use them piecemeal, it's a lot less good. Herald also secured there. Means feats were secured by NIP. Flash on forward. Double flash back from Savior and YCX. Savior throwing out the ultimate to no real avail. Driving away is doing it, probably towards this dragon, one would have to imagine. Actually, no, turns it around. Nayo potentially caught out. Tidal wave comes on down into the bubble after Skarner's thrown down his full combo, and YCX just dies. CC chain from hell. Ooh, chunk there forwards, lead. Gonna get a double last embrace. And Aurora therefore gets value. The bubble lands on the Savior, will kill off the center, but will die for it. Driven into a wall on the other side. XQW now in danger. May need to flash away. Does so. What about his Q stacking? The Mortal still going nowhere as the Bruisers get value. And then afterwards, that last embrace is dangerous. Savior flashes on forwards to try and get that kill onto Senna. Flap, sorry. And then Senna flashes away. Can't quite stay alive, but they still kill off that one. Niket is in danger. There's an engage happening. His lead was sped off. It's Atakan again. It is. It's Atakan again. NIP. Leave this cursed objective alone. Bot lane is now dead. How does it happen again? That's a bit awkward. Not as far ahead this game at all. In fact, LGD now up 2,000 gold. They're going to engage in the backline. Between worlds they go. But the whole team is melting down. Atakan on top of everything. Suddenly, LGD find themselves a gold lead in an Atakan. Oops. Rumble's 2,000 gold ahead. Gold, Atakan, those are good things. Turret secured as well by LGD. Resets will begin to come and happen. Okay, in they go. Pillar interrupts Sokil's ult. Very nice of it. Now Nayo's in danger, has to flash away. Still got Subjugate. Impale lands, but it's buffered back out of because the E times out. So not the best Impale of all time there. Between Worlds comes on down, forcing Savior's flash. Chunk low, leave shielded. SQW flashes on forwards, looking to get a hold of the center, and does so. Good flashes there from LGD. And they kill off down the Dawning Shadow, and SQW with a flash unbinding of the soul. Not done. They want to go again. No vision from NIP. It's scary out here. Purple Worm getting chunked low. What health is the Baron on? Fate Sealed is wide. Pulls back. Down to 7,000 HP. Solical interrupted again by the pillar. Good work for Trundle. Nayo into the pit. Will surely die. XQW low but not down. LCX getting some value onto that. Scion knock up onto him. Sassy trying to get the Flame Spitter down. Doesn't get as much value as he needs to. Needs to flash away. Y6 also flashing. Not going to need to do all that much to save your flaps on out. XQW and climb all over. The Baron is still secured. Huge healing back as a result of the Baron going down. Doing B. Not quite burning. Survives. Sassy looking. Savior low. Climber also in danger. Big damage over the wall. Piercing Darkness won't quite do it. And LGD on next to no health bars. Get out. SQW's TP back in. Can look for something more here. What can they do? Do and be spotted. Leave in danger. Sassy goes golden. Burning out. Piercing Darkness heal. Means that the Rumble falls. XQW with the full health bar to work with. Still got Solar Kill there with the shields. Teleport in from the Smolder. Can look to turn this one around as the carries are going to do so much work. My God, Smolder hits him with the execute. And it's a full ace in the end. NIP cannot contest the Baron fully. Cannot finish off the low health bars. As the flashes and the scatters and the Baron secure. Allows the double TP to come on through and finish up the extended play. Is that going to be a problem now? Oh, coming on forward. Going to try and get to the backline. Nayo interrupted by the pillar. Really good pillars from Climber this game, actually, on interrupting the Skarner and the Scion. Doing be chunked. Ow. Yeah, Smolder hurts. Flesh Fisher goes wide. The Equalizer does not. Decent chunk. Leave trying to get some value. Sassy on the flank. Trying to get on top of Leave. Already murdered the Scion. Sassy goes golden. Just not going to be able to hurt this Senna. Not able to hurt the Smolder, sorry. And they just go on forward. The Impale comes on through, but it's too little. It's too late. Senna eats the shadow she belongs to. Tuampi gets a token kill on the Rumble. Walked it with a Flame Spitter. And LGD have officially scaled. Who needs a Brawl Melt to hit? Who needs a Fate Sealed? Just walk at it menacingly and have Smolder breathe fire all over them. They are incinerated. A Smolder stacked way far too heavy this game. And Ninjas in Pyjamas will be forced to go to a game 3. LGD strike back as the game gets later and later. Another awkward play as the Atakan spawns. And Sassy.
Those cash-ins get the Dark Seal stacks for the Ahri. If you get them popping, goes great. If they don't, I think NIP slip their way into the game. And the pick comp.
Sassy. Now potentially dangerous. Now you're looking for an angle. Hop away. Sassy's got the counter-strike and the flash needs to burn. Flash. Oh my days, Nayo gets it as well. Spectral Morph from off vision with the flash. Bot side dive comes on through with a double knockup. YCX goes down. Can't get the cash. His Leave stays alive. Gleaming Quill heal comes on through alongside the heal from the spell book. Oh no. It's Leave who gets the kill as well. Climb is still here. Are they going to try and redive this? They are. Here we go again. They want this really badly. Knockup comes on through. And again, the double knockup from Niket. Climber has to flash. Savior can't get the auto. Oh, it's a disaster. More from off vision, having just ganked Sassy. Flashed away. Doesn't matter. Under the turret. 1v1s the Jax. Gets value. Taunt there. Onto Sassy. Level 6. I think this is a dead Jax. Knockup comes on through. You can't counter-strike that. Justice Punch. Kill secured for the Viego, who's 2-0.
And it's just so
Obviously,
slick.
the Nami up there as well. Things like the Lucian Nami. We saw it last game. I think individually he played it just fine. But the Senna Nami ended up being a little too vulnerable to the scaling of the Smolder in the end of it all. Still, very good game so far from him. Climber looking for the invade, and he gets around again. He's got a Spellbook Smite. He's got a Spellbook Smite.
He can steal
No,
it.
he's going to do it. He's going to do it.
If Niket becomes a top tier player, bring up this game when people want you to describe what is the glow up look like. Solo kill, getting the counter strike out of Sassy now.
Oh boy, and there is no counter strike anymore, no flash or hop away, but there's still an option to go forwards and heartbreak the Jax. Third kill for Nayo. This game, I can't play with the squad. My lane right now is over. It's 1,000 gold leading the jungle partly as a result of that. SQW is going to have to give up this turret bot side. The Ahri dances away. It comes in with the grand entrances. I am here! And they take the turret. Would it be forced to delay the reset here? I think Sassy might just get this turret, you know. They just got like 2 waves crashed.
But will he get out? Has flash, has counter strike. Yep, he'll be safe. Teleport's coming a little bit late for Melee.
A few cycles through that smite. Can be really valuable for helping you later on by making sure that smite is as dangerous as possible.
I typo.
Ooh, but eager plays from LGD look a little bit awkward. We get shoved in mid lane. Sassy not able to walk up that wave. Oh my goodness, cap with a flash engage. Exhaust after. Knockup. Charm. Dead. XQW is just QQing all over the ground. The tears keep raining. and there's nothing left there. Melting away in the mid lane as the Jax, the tier 1 goes down as well. Phenomenal flash engage from Niket.
NIP get a huge win in the power spike of LGD's composition. They're not meant to be distracted, just storming like hell outside. Perhaps an omen. XQW in rough waters here, forced the ult out of him by Niket.
Herald, Battle Herald. Battle Herald?
I think it's a Battle Herald, Sam. Where do they want to drive it? They don't need to use it on the mid lane.
XQW's used his ult and get that much value. Now you flashed away from the Whirling Death. Gets into the Herald. Looks to come back in. All the while, lead free firing. Ricochet! Nio bounces on through. Gets the reset with the Herald. Another one. Another one. Just keep yelling. They know exactly what they need. Climber hops over the wall. Doesn't get it with the resonating strike. Just jumps into a grave.
Teams, now they've kind of all joined up. This is the next wave of big talent coming out of the LDL. It's been a year or two removed. They debuted last year, but they're starting to get steam. Atakan started, LGD, they're not that tanky a team, and they're already behind. This is a desperation play, one they need to make, but it's hard to do.
Solo kill makes the world ender come on through by so much time with the speed. XQW does not enjoy it, misses that Q3. Looking the other side, they come on in Niket again with the quickness and the flash, and the fight will be like the alt's namesake. Short, fast, deadly, more people fall, and NIP will not fumble the Atakan 3 games in a row.
LGD are the ones tanking it, and what a wonderful engage by Niket again. Helped by the fact that Solo Kill had a clutch disengage at the start of it. LGD, they're floundering. How could you not when you're this far behind in a team comp that is meant to be so far ahead? They're going to take the Atakan. NIP, 2 minutes until they can get a swing at the next dragon as well. Utterly dominant.
To put it lightly.
I mean, those are true words, Sam. I just feel like they don't quite cover the story, do they? We sometimes have to be polite. NIP, this is an insane early game given the composition. We've said that time and time again. Getting 2 items... The entire team is half an item up over their opponents. I mean, besides top lane, I suppose. Even the budget Galio, as it often is doing completely fine.
They didn't get that last dragon, it's worth noting, but Nio is here to claim this one. Atakan. The most petals, but it evens up the score. That is not a bad thing in and of itself. And at this point, even scaling wise, right, we said, look, we needed LG down an item and a half and completed boots. By the way, of course, it's a feat of strength. So Leave right now is doing a lot of kicking of people's heads with some berserker grief. Doinby is in a 1v3, needs to flash, gets kicked back, Justice Punch comes on through, may finally get the shutdown, but in comes again with the quickness! The Whirling Death is why Doinby might go down to climb. Another taunt, they finally shut him down. Solo kill in a 1v2, Leave in danger! No, Saboom Leave, not like this! Niket wasn't there either, sorry, Nio wasn't there either. They do actually pick up 2 kills, that's quite important.
It costs them, 3 flashes and a whole bunch of summoners, but they blow even more.
Pod racing noises.
Doom Bannekin throw a spanner into his engine this time. Baron's being started. LGD, they are in desperation mode. They do need to try and force fights like this. Hard for them to tank the objective, though.
Sorcerer's Elixir on SQW does have the ult to work with. Watch the flank on the side of Solo Kill trying to ward it off. Mega Blast Cone doesn't find it. There's the ward going on down now. The Jax Mega Blast Cone to the backside. Leave ball, but no, not again. The Whirling Death brings down the Sivir, but they've lost the Lee Sin all the while. Is this enough work done? Over the wall they go. Heartbreaker immunes the Leona stun. Another body stolen. Who needs a pod racer when you have a Dark Lord of the Sith? Resetting as best they can. They finally brought down Nio. Solo kill. Still getting damage. Golden for a moment or two. Another ult charge to work with. Can't quite get the reset required. XQW finally gets it's a 4 for 4. This game is getting damn messy. Darkened Blade, Infernal Chains, and a dead Fox.
3 kills to the Aatrox. NIP not nearly as clean as their early game. However, they do...
The other side. Solo kill. This time not leaving his charge of keeping Sassy at bay.
Let's see those resets. Let's see if Sassy can get in the backline again without the flash. It's a lot harder.
Quickness comes on down all the while, though. Leave is not really fighting. Gets a bit towards the down to get low. Taken is the dragon. Important smite. On the other side, SQW jumped on. Can't ult away. Needs to get away from all the autos going through. My God, the Sivir hurts. Climber dead now as well. Body stolen. Savior does flash forward to bring down that Sivir, but at the cost of everyone else. Now SQW needs to run away. Did at least pick up some of the back end of it. Savior's ult came flying on through to get a triple kill.
Savior, I think it was the last auto just killing Doinby for the triple there. somehow manages to get onto Leave, who also got charmed through the play. 2 alive from NIP. Another messy team fight where they allow Leave to get jumped onto. The peel for the AD carry that was so fed before really isn't working as well this time. They're playing more for the Viego. XQW going to try and stop the Baron going down. And to be honest, with them tanking this, it could be a bit... Oh, wow, that's a lot of damage.
XQW gets a lot of damage from Nio. Yeah, that Viego hurt, walks up in the Hallowed Mist, pretending he's still on the Baron. He was not.
Massive damage. The crits from the Mortal Reminder. None of that collector nonsense. Good build from Nio. Gets a lot of value. Blast Cone. Take it. Hang on a second. Hang on a second. This is a bit dangerous now, folks. The Climber could actually get here in time for the steal.
Nicket's got a step, might as well.
He does, but going up against Lee Sin could have got here in time if you just beelined it over. Choosing not to, Baron will be secured.
Zumbi comes on down. Baron secured. I think this is the price, honestly, of a lot of those summoners ending up on one out, but he's overplayed. A little bit tricky. To get to the point where there is enough damage finally on LGD to threaten if a bit of that CC lands.
You know, if NIP don't team fight well and they don't peel for the Sivir, they can kill the Sivir. And that becomes a bit of an issue, particularly if they die and a Counter-Strike comes in onto the front line. Yeah, LGD can start to play back against that now. They're still doing this from 7,000 gold behind. This should have happened earlier. Climber could get the big kick. He has Flash.
They know he's there now. Sonic Wave went wide.
Wondering actually whether he would just flash ward hop over Charm.
Here we go, trying to get to the back of a YCX so down low. The Hero's Entrance comes on down and the Leona is dead. This time they were ready. This time there was no flag. This time Solo Kill has a flash. The Darkin Blade comes on through. Climber tries to hop away with the ward hop, but the ricochets keep flying and Leave keeps on flashing. Boomerang Blade for a triple. This time they have the summoners to play with, but they aren't playing around.
Tower will fall, only 1 member left alive. That should be the game, just over 34 minutes in. NIP, team fighting left a lot to be desired from the lead they had, but they do close the game and will close the series 2-1 as the next wave, well, hang on, they don't have, yes they do, they have the wave there. That'll be the series ended.
And credit over where it is due. Nio, Niket, excellent games. That Viego, that Rakan, the early stages were fantastic.